Yeah, this is so beautiful. Let me see what we got up here before we can sit down and talk. This is so beautiful, man. Nature is amazing. And I think I'm going to start coming here more and more at this location. It's just so calming. I can hear the sound of the birds and so on. But let's sit down and talk. Let's sit down and talk real quick. So, before I go ahead and speak about today's topic, I just want to say thank you so much to all the love and support you guys have been showing. And like I said, if it's your first time here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like, comment, and share after you're done watching it. And today I want to talk about uh, everybody. I think everybody will relate to this topic. Mother's Day was yesterday. And with Mother's Day being yesterday, I say it's one of the most important time of the year. One of the most important time of the year. The reason why is because we're celebrating the women who sacrificed it all so that way we're here today. When I take a look at back, throughout my childhood, just growing up, everything that my mother did was just so like selfless. Like she was so dedicated in making sure that we ate, were dressed up for school, we slept good. Yeah, my father was, growing up in an African household, my father was a breadwinner, but he was not there every step at a time. He was there when he comes from work, he was there, but my mother was there from morning to night. She was there making sure that I was okay. She was there making sure that my siblings was okay. And sometimes I'm like, man, I'm just so thankful to have a mother like my mother. And big shout out to all the mothers in the world who are doing the same exact thing. We appreciate you more than you know. A lot of times you don't get to hear more often, but we appreciate you more than you know. And I look at the world today where there are kids who mistreat their mothers, who take their mothers for granted. And I'm like, there's so many people, some people in my friend group who have lost their parents. I'm like, those people will kill, you know, to have a mother in their lives, a parent in their lives who loves them unconditionally. Because the mother's love is the love that we as men seek for in the women that we tend to date and we tend to want to be with for the rest of our lives. You know, you can ask any man, why did you end up dating this woman? They're going to tell you it's because they reminded me of my mother, of my mother's love, my mother's nurturing. That is why I decided to want to be with this woman and spend the rest of my life with her. That is one of the most important thing that as men we highlight and we try to seek for in women that we want to be with. The woman that I'm with right now, she shows things like that. She's very nurturing. She can cook. She's funny. My mother is very funny. And I'm not saying that you have to want to have a woman that is just like 100% like your mother. No. Of course she's going to come with her own flaws and different personality traits. But there's always going to be those little things that's going to drag you to that woman that reminds you of your mother. That is why I'm like, man, this Mother's Day should be celebrated every single day because mothers are so important. And I want to talk about the guys, fellas. This is a message to you guys. I want you guys to go out there and decide to have kids at the right time. Decide to have kids with a woman that you'll be able to support and be there for the rest of your life. Because I'm sick and tired of seeing people, wanting to have kids, and you're putting all these women in positions that destroys their lives. And when I say Mother's Day, I'm not just talking about women that have their husbands and so on. No, I'm talking about the single mothers as well. Big shout out to all the single mothers of the world. You know, you guys, I understand in some cases you did not deserve to be put in that position. You did not deserve to be in that position. You know, you just had to, it just happened. You know, for the mothers who made sure to be there for your kid and want to, you know, build a family, but you ended up being with the wrong person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you, you know? But you just have to stay strong and keep pushing, because your kids are going to look back and say, "Man, my mother was such a strong woman. She made sure that I was this," and continue to teach them that there's going to be good people out there. I want you guys to tell your kids, if you have daughters, if you have sons, that no matter what situation that I'm in, do not treat somebody else the same way. I want you to treat them with love and respect, because that is one way that we can remove and erase all the generational curses that have occurred in our lives. And for the men who out there want to be in their kids' lives, but the mothers are pushing them away, I'm sorry to hear that too, bro. But you got this. No matter what she's doing, but still show your kids the positive side of yourself. You know, remind your kids to respect their mother as much as they respect you. Remind your kids that no matter what obstacles you guys tend to face in your family, you'll always be there for them, no matter what. And that is why I have this channel here. This channel is just for us to learn, grow, and just have shared perspectives on a lot of different things. Because a lot of times we forget to have these kind of conversations. And I hope if you're watching this that, you know, you love and support your parents, your mother. I know we're speaking about Mother's Day, but in general, just your parents. Because if your parents are there for you, there's no need for you to be so disrespectful. There's no need for you to not want to be, you know, someone that, you know, you inspire. And I mean, someone that inspires them. You know, sometimes, well, you know, sometimes my father tend to say, like, I want you guys to be better than me in some cases. Because I have lived my life, but I want you guys to live your life too and be something great. So therefore, I want you guys also who's watching this to feel that way, to think that way, and continue to make your parents proud. I want the mothers of today, the mothers of the world, the mothers of forever, to remember that we love you and cherish you every single day. You may not hear it every day that, you know, somebody telling you, "Oh, I love you." No, but the love is there. The respect is there. And we want to see you guys continue to be great in this world, mothers. Yeah, man. So today I wanted to sit down here and talk about Mother's Day. I know this is not a long video, but that's just something that I had in mind. That I wanted to share with you guys. Once again, this is the GLOIRE Show. If it's your first time, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And yeah, until next time, peace. As you can see, there's a helicopter here.